Alright guys, we're back with my big Ellie boy. Anyway, and I will tell you guys, this dog isn't handler aggressive, but I'm going to tell you what, if he wanted to start being unfair with him, he would. You know, I mean, if I told Summer, go and get a pinch collar and get it on him and start pulling him around, making him stuff he doesn't want to do, I tell you. So, I mean, really, that's where you need the pager too. And I will tell you, the first, I think maybe time that I can really significantly remember, because the collars hadn't been out that long, about the application of these pagers with aggressive dogs, was this Chesapeake Bay I had. The dog's name was Boulder. I'm sure the people are still around. If I could remember their last name, or we probably still have their card. Anyway, but he was aggressive, and they had taken him, given him to a rescue. The rescue gave up on him, took him in to have him put down, and took him to the pound. And when the pound scanned him, he had the microchip. They ended up giving him back to the people. The people felt like, oh, it was a sign from God. So I took the dog to train. But it was like a 3 or 4-year-old dog, but I hit it with the low continuous, which this was back in the, in the late 90s. It still did that some. And it got hinky right away. And then that's all I ever had to do, though. After that, I used the pager, and it was like I had an understanding. So if I would have had to continue to use the continuous, and honestly, I wish I had a video of it, the dog would have got hinky. And it all ended up working out. So this dog would be the same way. I mean, he would end up getting hinky if I thought, if he thought what the dynamic was me, hitting him with that stimulus. Whereas what I'm doing with the pager is really, again, that's my new favorite saying. Oh, and I told that saying to Mark, the harness the momentum thing, and he loves it. So that's what I'm doing with the pager. Instead of pushing him with the, the stimulus, Ellie, I'm just good. And he's not good, down. And he's looking for the tails. With one like this, you better have sleight of thumb. Because if he sees my thumb jimmying around, oh yeah, heel. And that was my job. My job right there was to say sit. And I'm not going to tell you this dog is really, really concise, but he's a good intern dog. That's what he is. He's a good intern dog. Oh, and he's a good dog. Oh, let's take your picture with him, Summer.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll do it kind of like set him a little bit in front of you, and then it makes him look even bigger. If you put the dog slightly forward, then he looks even bigger. So, I mean, basically, his behavior remains uninhibited because of the pager. His expectation is not anything to do with any stimulus. So, he needs to work on his preciseness a little. Heel. And, heel. Pretty agile for a big dog. Heel. Good. My job is, again, though, help him to make it happen. All right, so he's already watching me. I give him the little tails. Heel. It took heel. It took very little. He was already watching my hand. Summer says, I find this fascinating. All right, guys, we got to go take Summer's picture with Ellie, so look for that on Facebook. Bye, guys.